Welcome to Supporting Students with Their Career Development. This presentation was developed to educate faculty and staff about the career development process, inform faculty and staff about the Career Services website and resources, and empower faculty and staff to engage students in conversations and activities that support their career development. Today we will discuss how students' academic and career paths may develop and what we can do to support students. Let's consider 4 questions. Why do students attend college? How do students select a career? How do students select a program or major? Are students prepared for change? The chart in front of you indicates unemployment rates and earnings by educational attainment based on the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics Current Population Survey for 2017. As you can see from the chart, education pays, as the unemployment rate tends to decrease as the level of education increases, and median weekly earnings tend to increase based on the level of education. So, why do students attend college? One reason is to get a good job for a better future. Here are a few additional reasons. Expectation of a family member, to learn about something of interest, pursue a new career. Knowing the reason or reasons why a student is attending NOVA helps us better understand the student. For example, this information may help you understand a student's level of motivation. What are other reasons students attend college? The chart in front of you identifies average starting salaries based on college major for individuals in the Mid-Atlantic region. This data is based on a salary survey conducted by the National Association of Colleges and Employers, referred to as NACE, during 2016. How do students select a career? Students may select a career based on earning potential. Students may view a chart like the one just shown and decide to pursue a major based on information provided with or without consideration of any other factors. Students may also select a career based on a recommendation by someone they know. They are following in someone's footsteps, or perhaps they heard about a career option through the media. It is helpful to know how a career choice was identified, as this provides an opportunity to identify specific factors a student has considered when selecting a career, can indicate the level of thought a student has put into identifying a choice, may help you determine how comfortable a student is with their choice. Pause for a moment to identify other reasons students select a career.
Related to how students choose a career is how students choose an academic program. Here are some of the reasons students select an academic program. A program sounds impressive, so a student may have read an article about how hot a career area is, or seen a segment on a TV show about how promising a certain career area is, and that could be a reason why a student chooses that program area. Sometimes students have friends or family members that have pursued a program, and that could dictate their choice. Course transferability to a 4-year institution is very, very important to students at NOVA as they try to figure out how to get the first 2 years of an academic program done at NOVA before transferring. And at times students have an interest in an area that starts at an earlier age, or they develop as they're a student at NOVA. Pause and reflect on what other reasons students select an academic program. The other thing students have to be prepared for as they go through NOVA and they prepare for their careers is, are they ready for change? And you have to consider that over the next 5 to 10 years, technology will disrupt industries. Robotics, phone apps, and other technologies will change the way business is done, and that's going to change job opportunities. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics through the Department of Labor, today's 20-year-olds will change careers 4 to 5 times during their working lives. And a career change represents a major shift in what they're doing in terms of their job duties and tasks. Students need to consider what services and products are going to be needed in society, so what human things will need to be done, and then they need to work on building their relevant skills and experience. Career decision making will not be a one-time occurrence, but will be a cyclical thing repeated several times throughout a working life to make sure students are always assessing their own selves and their own abilities and applying those to the workplace. Consider that the sooner students can identify the potential option for their program of study into a career, the sooner they can create the plan to achieve the goals, saving time and money. And you might look at the informed pathways as kind of the perfect way for students to early on decide what it is that they want to do as an academic major into a career. What can we do to help students move forward with their career and academic plans? We can educate, encourage, and incorporate. If students visit the Career Services website, there are a number of things that they will find very, very helpful to move forward in their career and academic plans. The career development process is something that can help students educate on a number of different levels. Number one, they can work on understanding themselves. And when students go to the career development process link, the understanding self includes some assessments in interest. Students can figure out what it is that engages them and they like to do, and the correlates in the workplace. They can go through some personality assessments, their skills, and also value assessments. Once students are certain about knowing themselves, or they know themselves better, then they can take that information and begin their exploration to the outside world of exploring majors, both in NOVA's programs of study, exploring majors through George Mason's Wikipedia, and also doing occupational exploration, things like the Occupational Outlook Handbook and ONET. Students have a number of different resources they can use to explore the majors and careers, and when they've done enough of that research, they can go into the decision-making mode, and they can work on trying to make the best decision for this time frame. When students have decided which path they want to go towards employment, then they can work on actually finding a job. And there are a number of helpful resources that will have students preparing better for finding employment.
We'd now like to highlight some key resources.
Focus 2 is a self-paced online career and education planning tool. The resource is free for NOVA students. Focus 2 can help students select a major program of study based on their interests and aspirations, discover occupations matching their personal preferences and attributes, map out their career plans present and future, make informed career decisions. On the landing page, students can access resources about Focus 2, including an article about the importance of career planning and a handout that includes descriptions of the main features of Focus 2. Prior to using the tool for the first time, students are required to create an account. To create an account, a student will click on the Focus 2 button, then click on the Register button to complete a short registration form. A VCCS student email address is required to create an account. It should take students less than a few minutes to complete the form. Upon successful submission of the form, a student will gain immediate access to the system. Students who have already created an account will need to enter their username and password, then click Login to access the system. There are 6 sections of Focus 2: Career Readiness, Self-Assessment, Explore the Possibilities, Take Action, Career and Education Planning Results, and recommended tools and websites. In the Career Readiness section, students can assess their involvement in activities that support career and education decision-making, as well as identify their academic strengths. In the Self-Assessment section, students can complete assessments based on any or all of the following: work interests, values, personality, skills, or leisure. Upon completion of an assessment, a student can view a list of occupations that match their personal attributes and aspirations. Here is an example of an occupation report. Information provided includes job tasks, skills, work conditions, education requirements, outlook, earnings, and related professional associations. Within the Explore the Possibilities section, students can explore occupations in various ways. The What Can I Do with a Major in offered at Northern Virginia Community College section provides a list of current programs of study offered at NOVA, organized by common names for college majors. By clicking on the icon next to the name of a program, a student can connect to the college catalog to view the program curriculum. They can click on the common name of a major To view a general description of the major, connect to other resources at NOVA that support the major, and view a list of occupations associated with the major. Here, students can click on an occupation of interest and view an occupation report. When reviewing information about an occupation, students will have an opportunity to save the name of majors or occupations that appeal to them, as well as answer short questions about why a major or occupation is appealing. In the What Can I Do If I Majored In section, students can view a list of occupations associated with a major of interest. In the Explore Any Occupation section, students can select an occupation from a list provided or search for an occupation. In the Explore Occupations by Job Family section, students can explore occupations organized by job family. In the Compare Two Occupations Side by Side section, students can view occupation reports for two occupations side by side. In the Take Action section, students can create a roadmap of their academic and career development activities. This section is divided into two areas, My Education and My Professional Development. In the My Education section, students can keep track of the following information: area of study, study abroad, awards, research publications and presentations, as well as involvement in different teams, clubs, as well as leadership activities. In the Professional Development section, students can keep track of the following information: internships, work experience, volunteer and community service, network of contacts, social networking and professional memberships, and store copies of their resume, cover letter, and other documents. In the Career and Education Planning Results section, students can view a summary of their assessment results and saved occupations and majors, as well as any information they chose to record while using various components of the system. In the Review and Print My Portfolio section, students can create a customized printable report based on items they have completed throughout their use of Focus 2. In the Recommended Tools and Websites section, students can connect to job boards and internship opportunities, as well as links to resources. In the Links to Resources section, students can connect to additional academic and occupational resources, as well as connect to a calendar with information about upcoming career-related events and programs at NOVA and around the community.
Don't underestimate the role that you play in sharing your own personal career journey. It's always helpful when coaching students to remember a time when you were setting similar career goals. Take a moment to think about when you were 18 and the career that you were looking to pursue. Was your choice of major aligned with that career? Did you have to work with a counselor or a mentor to come up with a major that matched that career? And what factors helped to determine the direction of your career choice? Think about also, did you pursue an internship and how did that help you on your career path? These are all things that, when sharing them with students, become teachable moments when students can learn about the resources available to them and the questions to ask and how to really clarify their career choices. There are many ways to incorporate career-related exercises into your classes and advising sessions. For example, you could include career-focused assignments in your courses or advising sessions, such as having students write about a career that they're interested in and maybe talking about it in front of the class or with their peers. Have students present an elevator pitch, and this is something they could work on with another classmate and get some feedback on, and then present in front of the class and also get some feedback. Encourage students to engage in career development activities such as informational interviews with an employer or job shadowing to help clarify their career goals. Share your academic and career stories. Again, don't be afraid to talk about some of your own personal failures and successes on your career paths. Thinking about what career you plan to pursue initially, what was your major choice, was that clear, and what factors helped to determine the direction of your career choice. There are times when you may need to refer a student to a career counselor. As a guide for this, ask students the following questions. Are you trying to decide between career options? Are you having difficulty selecting a major, program of study, or career option? Would taking a career assessment, not a test, to clarify academic major or career direction help? If a student answers yes to one or more of these questions, refer the student to a career counselor or advisor, and you can access this information on the Career Services website. Thank you. This presentation was brought to you by Nova's Career Work Group.